You guys ready for a sneak peek inside of my new book? It's coming out in about a month. I've been working on this thing for over a year and a half, and finally it's finished, sent off to the proofreaders for a final look over, then it'll be printed, and then it'll be in stock on Amazon.com and available in the ebook stores so you can download it onto your tablet. So let's take a quick look inside. I'm not going to reveal too much, not even the title, but I will show you some of the process that goes into actually writing a book, because it's not like writing a term paper in college where you just kind of write it and maybe just look it over once and then hit the spell checker and print it out. So I'll actually show you what goes into writing the book. There are almost 900 footnotes in this thing because I want to make sure that everything's sourced properly, that nobody's going to sue me, that nobody can doubt what it is that I'm talking about. And this is a book that I started in February of 2016 about the media manipulation, and about how big media is now really big tech, and they've kind of merged. So there's chapters in there on YouTube, Google, Wikipedia, Twitter, just general history of propaganda, the power, all of the fake news from all of the major networks. I mean, it's going to be so good. So I'll put out another video when it comes to be close to about like a week before it's out. You can't pre-order it, and so what I'm going to do is the day that it's in stock on Amazon.com, I'll do a video and say, hey, it's out, it's ready. But I might do another video maybe like a week before, just to give you guys a heads up, just because some people may miss this video. But it's coming very soon, and it's going to be so good. This is from one of the rewrites, and this just kind of gives you an insight into what it takes to actually put together a quality book. I'm blacking out the title again because I don't want to reveal it just yet, but the way that a book is written is you kind of write it down, or you put together an outline, and then you kind of fill out your general thoughts, and then you print it out and you read through it slowly with a pen, and then you make corrections, add things, and it just kind of comes together. It's like a sculpture, really. It looks pretty rough in the beginning stages, and then slowly and slowly, the more you work on it, the closer it becomes to being the finished product. And so what I do is I initially write a book, or write the first draft, print it out, go through it with a pen, and it literally takes over a month just to go through like 300 pages, because you get mentally exhausted after maybe going through 30 pages, especially the first rewrite. It just takes forever because it's still kind of a mess and still just kind of the general idea. And so you can see, as I'm reading it, I'm sort of coming up with new ideas, or realizing other ways to say things or change things or kind of eliminate some things. And so just take a look at just some of these rewrites. This is what it takes to put together a quality book. Again, it's not like writing a term paper in college where you just kind of put it together and maybe read through it once and hit the spell checker and print it out and turn it in. I mean, if you want a book to be really, really good, and it's amazing how it continues to grow, because the first draft, you kind of initially get out your the general idea and some details, and then you just keep adding to it and adding to it. In some sections, I mean, it's more than 3 rewrites, because you'll just come up with some notes and add some more and add some more, and then going through and adding all the footnotes. Like I said, there's almost 900 footnotes in this thing. It is going to be so good. So I don't want to give away too much. I just want to give you guys the heads up that it's coming soon, in about 30 days. And it could be, off by maybe a week or so. Could be 3 weeks, could be 5 weeks. But it's finally come down to the final stretch, so it will be out soon. I know that we try to have a good time on this channel and have some laughs and make light of some serious subjects, but the book's going to be very, very serious. And maybe what I'm going to do this winter is I'll start doing more in-depth, more longer vlogs like this, where I'll kind of sit down and I'll really plan out what it is that I'm going to talk about, instead of the just 3, 4, 5-minute videos, which take forever to edit. And I've had tendinitis for years, and it's getting so bad. So I'm going to start doing more of these videos that are less edit intensive, and we can only fit so much information into a 3, 4-minute video. So if I can sit down, cover a series of topics, maybe we can start putting out longer videos. 5-minute, 10-minute videos, something like that. Maybe I'll start doing more live streams too, now that I'm going to have a little bit more time on my hands. But I'm going to spend quite a bit of time promoting the book. I'm so excited about this book, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. And even if you've watched every one of my videos, or even if you're like a big news junkie and you're always keeping up with what's going on, I guarantee there's going to be so much stuff in here, because this is stuff that I've been tracking for over 10 years. I mean, so many pieces of the puzzle all put together into one book. It's about 330 pages. It's going to be so good. I can't wait for you guys to see it. The big question is, can we get this book to #1 on Amazon.com? You don't need to sell 100,000 copies to get a book to #1. Sometimes if you sell 30, maybe 40,000 copies in a week, it becomes a #1 bestseller, which is basically the equivalent of everybody who thumbs up my videos if you will go and buy the book, we can get this thing to #1. If you've been watching my channel for a period of time and getting some good info and having some good laughs, then now's the time when I'm pulling out that favor card and asking you for a favor to buy the book. And I know you're going to love it. And again, it's so much more in depth than I can possibly get in these brief 3-4 minute videos. As you've seen in some of the rewrites, you don't just write it, you write it and rewrite it and add to it and then source it. It's going to be so good. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Thanks for everybody for having my back, everyone on Patreon and PayPal. I couldn't do this without you, so stay tuned because it's coming soon.